In today's episode, I want to talk about credit score. This was a requested video, and whether it's your credit score, debt, getting a handle with budgeting, whatever the obstacles are holding you back from being like free to just push forward and be on your financial journey, I want to work on those things so we can get them out of the way. If you find this information useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video out. And hit the notification bell so that you'll be alerted the next time I put out a video. Okay, so these are the 3 reporting agencies when it comes to credit score. You're entitled to get a copy of your credit report from each of the 3 nationwide credit bureaus, at least 1 free copy per year. So you'll have to decide on how you want to obtain your copy. If you want to request all 3 at the same time, or perhaps you could stagger it out like 1 every 4 to 6 months so that you always have a fresh report in order to refer to and see your progress, see if there's anything on there that is incorrect, inaccuracies. Okay, so these are the ranges of credit score. So we want to be above a 700 to be in the good to excellent range. So I'm going to go through some strategies and I'm going to be using some slides, and I'm taking these right from my own Chase card. Okay, so on this site, my score is currently 805. And your score is calculated based on these factors. We have payment history, credit usage, total balances, credit checks, and available credit. Each factor plays a significant role, but they are weighted differently. All right, so payment history, that relates to how you've paid your accounts over time. So basically with this one, you have to make sure you're not making any late payments. Next, we'll take a look at credit history. And this is the mixture of cards, the mixture of type of loans that you have, credit cards, student loan, mortgages, and the length of time that they've been open. So here, to be in the good to great range, you have to have 8 to 25 years plus of a credit history. And I'm going to link a separate video that I did about adding my daughter to my credit card account. And I did that in an effort to let her have a longer credit history. So in working on this part of improving your credit score, you should maintain old accounts, even if you're not actively using them, because they can contribute to a longer average credit history. Even if you pay off an account and you feel like you've accomplished something there, think things through, see if you're incurring fees, think about how long you've had that account, weigh all of the factors before you consider closing an account. Just because it's paid off does not mean you need to close the account, because it can negatively impact you. So if you're older and you have your credit under control, these are things that we can share with the younger people in our lives so that they can be on track to building their credit score and being prepared to move forward with the things that they're going to need later in life. Okay, so next up is credit usage. This relates to the percentage of credit limit that you are using on your credit card accounts. So for example, we want to be below 30%. If you have a card with a $1,000 limit, we shouldn't be carrying any balances above $300, for example. Something you can do to increase your credit utilization, if you need to, is to ask for a credit line increase. But do not do this if this could in any way hinder you in your strides to improve your credit score. If you feel like you could run yourself into debt because you asked for the higher limit, use your judgment there, but it is a way so that you can decrease the amount of your credit utilization in order to get yourself closer into the 30% maximum range if you needed that. Only do this if you are sure that you will not overspend. Okay, credit checks. Having credit checks is when a lender checks your credit report. I would say this might be the only kind of weakness pulling my score down the most, because I have to have credit checks in order to have a pre-qualification letter available to me if I want to go look for properties. So I have had a few hard inquiries against my credit. But this is something that you have to think about. If you're out shopping at the stores and they're offering you cards, don't sign up for cards. Only allow credit inquiries to be made against your account if it's something that you need. Another factor that's looked at is the mix of credit that you have. Currently, I have credit cards and mortgage, no car loan or anything like that, but a different mixture of different types of credit account is something that's also evaluated. So guys, monitor your credit score. Make sure that you're checking for any inaccuracies. There are so many people that are committing fraud and scams right now. You want to be on top of things for early detection. You don't want to be surprised when you're actually going to purchase your car or your house. You also want to know your credit score so that you know what negotiating power that you have if you're being offered a good rate based on your current credit score. If you're working on paying down debt, personally, I would focus on the highest interest first. Right now, with variable rates being potentially 20 to 30%. When I was working on paying down debt, I took advantage of balance transfers in order to have a period of time with a lower interest rate or even zero at times in order to get that amount paid off and avoid the interest adding to my balance. So now I want to talk a little bit about a method that can help you improve your credit utilization and how you should go about prioritizing paying your credit card bill. So I wanted to mention this because you may have been always focused on the due date, but I also want you to pay attention to the statement date and focus on that in order to improve your credit utilization and make sure that the payments are getting there and applied before it's shared to the reporting agencies. So with this method, you're encouraged to make at least 2 payments every month. You make the first payment 15 days before your statement date, and the second payment 3 days before your credit card statement is actually due. Paying your credit card in this way will ensure that you're getting more money applied to the card before your balances are reported to the agencies. So me personally, I pay my credit card more frequently than twice a month. I pay at least weekly, sometimes daily, depending on the card. Like as I go to the gas station, supermarket, whatever, I'm then going in and making the payments as quickly as possible so that my account balance doesn't get too high. Right now, I'm aiming to be at a zero balance at all times and not incur any interest charges. So we're almost to the holiday season. Once we get through it and just going forward, and let's work on a budget, maintain our credit wisely, monitor our score, and remember that these efforts will help us have financial security in the future. And if your goal is to build wealth, once these things are out of the way, it will be easier. So let me know if I've shared any strategies that you're going to implement. Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.